Alright, so now that I've got these shelves shaped and the holes drilled, I've come up to my brother's place. Say hello, brother.
Yo.
And we're going to chuck this brass rod on the lathe and get it turned down to account for these stepped holes.
A little bit, yeah. Just cranking it.
It's been like 15 years probably at least since I've used a lathe. To kick things off, we've got to face off the non-visible end. That gives us a square reference for all of our further measurements. Then we'll turn down the basic diameter for that, drill a small centre hole that'll help us hold it in the lathe later on. Now I've flipped it around now and we're going to be turning down the larger diameter, facing that off, and then coming back in and doing a bit of a test piece at the very end that will end up being cut off later on. That just helps us creep up on the hole diameter size and make sure it's a perfect fit.
That is bang on.
Now that we've done that, we'll just remove the rest of the material down to our line, come in, part off the excess waste, and then add a nice little chamfer, as it'll be protruding through the top of the black ash shelf by about 3 millimeters with a nice little chamfer on it. So now that all the turning's done and the measurements are all dialed in, we've still got this rough area that has the marks left from the factory, so I'm just going to take some emery paper, clean all that off, working down through the grits all the way to a Scotch-Brite pad. This will add a nice brushed look to it and tie in quite nicely with the piece. Just want to give a big thanks to my brother for helping me out on this one and getting us access to the lathe and doing most of the turning for me. And yeah, once all that's done, I've still got another one to do, but I'll save you the boredom there. Alright, so now that I've got these brass rods turned down and just mocked up, I now need to take everything back off and out of the case so I can lay it back down, do a full mock-up of the case again, and then start working out my exact lengths to cut these two and start working on the joinery for these two shelves here.